Yamaraj is not for the devotees. That is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The Ajamil Upakhan. Ajamil was a great sinful man. So, at the time of death, somehow or other, he remembered Narayan. So he was very fond of his youngest child, and the Jamaraj, not directly by sending his men, Jamadut, so they are very fearful. So at the time of death, this Ajamil saw these fearful creatures, very odd looking. So he was very much afraid. Who are they? He thought, because he was very much affectionate to his youngest child, so his name was Narayan. He called him, Narayan, please come here, I am very much afraid. But you see the power of chanting the name of Narayan, he immediately became eligible to go to Vaikuntha. He did not mean Narayan, but Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he gives his commentation that he remembered real Narayan. After reference to the context, when he called for his child, Narayan, he remembered real Narayan, because in his boyhood, when was up to his youthhood, he was very sincere devotee of Narayan, a son of a Brahmin, but he fell under the clutches of a prostitute. Therefore, after mixing with the prostitute, his whole spiritual activity stopped. That is natural. So he became too much inclined to the prostitute, and he became a drunkard, he became a thief, he became a gambler, meat-eater, and debauched. All these qualifications he acquired by the association of one prostitute. And in this age, our only business is to mix with prostitutes. Just see our position. How much fallen they should be. There is open market for prostitution. This is modern civilization. By the association of one prostitute, Ajamil was a Brahmin son, very regulative, following all the rules and regulations. But as soon as he associated with a prostitute, he became fallen down. So, this man remembered Narayan. According to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he supposed that simply calling the name of his son was not sufficient. He remembered Narayan. But according to Shastra, that Narayan, the holy name of the Lord, if one chants even neglectfully, he also gets the chance of being liberated. That's a fact. There is one statement in the Nishinga Purana that a Mohammedan was attacked by a wild boar, and they killed by the tusk on the nose. So while the boar was killing that Mohammedan, he uttered haram. Haram. Haram is a Urdu word, but this word is found in Puranas also, haram. Haram means condemn. Condemn. So the Mohammedans, they do not eat the flesh of pig. Just like the Hindus, they do not eat the flesh of cow. Similarly, this flesh of pig is haram. So, he did not mean Rama. He wanted to say condemn. This boar is condemned, haram. But he got the result. of chanting Haram. Haram, oh my Lord, Ramchandra. He got the result. So, the holy name of Krishna, Narayan, there are hundreds and thousands of names of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, any name, if you chant, you get the result. That is the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nam namakari bahuda nija sattva shakti tatrarpita niyamita smaranena kala. The person, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his name, they are identical. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is instruction. If you chant the holy name of Krishna, Krishna, the Supreme Person, that is not defined. That is Krishna absolutism. Krishna and Krishna's form here, they are not different. Krishna's form can give you the same result as he can do being personally present. That is Krishna's absolutism. So, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sattva Shakti. So in the name of Krishna, there is complete potency, as it is in Krishna personally. Therefore it is so important. In this age we are so fallen, it is not possible to understand Krishna as he is. But if we associate with Krishna's name, then that is also association with Krishna. This is the advantage. Nam Namakari. So as you associate with Krishna in his sound form, so you become purified. Sannatang Sakata Krishna Punna Savana Kirtana. This is the advantage. So, everyone's duty is to stop this birth and death problem by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. That is the only duty. And this should be taught from the very beginning of life, just like these pious children, those who are dancing here, taking part in this meeting, you see. And on one side you can see that this is the only path of Krishna realization, that even a child can take part in it. He has no education, he has no knowledge, but the method is so nice that they can also take part, they can enjoy with their father and mother. There is no other yoga system. There are many yoga systems, but this bhakti yoga system is so perfect that the great-grandfather of the child and the child himself, anyone can take part. That is practical. They are dancing here, sometimes they are chanting. These things are going to their credit of spiritual advancement. The deity worship is introduced for the general public, that anyone who will come, will see the deity, will chant the Hare Krishna mantra, dance little, or play the kartar, somehow or other. If somebody is engaged in Krishna's service, that will be credited to his account. Yes, this living entity has advanced so much. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Salpam api yasat dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Even you do very little of this process of bhakti yoga, it can save you from the greatest danger of life. Thank you very much.